Welcome to our next lesson. Today we are going to talk about Roman numerals. First of all, let us see what this means Roman numerals. Many years ago, when people start to count things, they think what to use to define the countable things. So, as we know today that we have modern numeral like 1, 2, 3, 4 till 9, and actually it starts with 0. So before this system, people used different methods to show the numbers. They can have some signs, they can have some sticks, and later the most popular one, and that comes to our nowadays, that Roman numerals. Roman numerals, they are defined with letters. Letter I stands for 1. Letter V stands for 5. Letter X is 10. Letter L is 50. Letter C is 100. Letter D is 500. Letter M is 1000. V line on top is 5000. As you see, we don't have special letter for 5000. So to put a line, it shows a number 1000 times more. So if V is 5, V line is 5000. Okay, now let us see how we can describe our modern numerals with Roman numerals and vice versa. Okay, let us start from 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3. But for 4, there is main rule that we cannot use the same letter at the same time continuously more than 3. So it means we cannot use 4 eyes to show 4. For this we use 5 and 1 before. Like 1 before 5, it is 4. This is 5. This is 5 and 1, 6. 5 and 2, 7. 5 and 3, 8. And as you understand, we cannot use 5 and 4 Y's because 4 same letters at the same time continuously we cannot use. So we will not use 5 for describing 9. We will use 10 and 1 before 10. That makes 9. And of course, this is 10. Okay. Now let us write tens numbers. It is 10. It is 20. It is 30. For 40, as you understand, we cannot use 4 x's. So we will use 50 and 10 less. Like when 10 before 50, 10 before 50, it is 40. It is 50, 60, 70, 80, and for 90 we use 100 and 10 less. 10 less than 100, this is 90. And of course, this is 100. 100, 200, 300. For 400, we will write 500 and 100 less. 100 less than 500, it is 400. And D is 500, then 600, 700, 800, and for 900 we write 1000 and 100 less. This is 900 and of course 1000. Okay, now let us see some number combinations. Scribe 23. Very important rule is, first of all, when we want to change modern numeral to Roman numeral system, we have to write it in expanded form, 20 and 3. Okay, for 20, we will write x and x, and for 3, we will write 3i. So this is 20 and this is 3, so this is 23. 478. Okay, 400 plus 70 plus 8. For 400, we can write C and D, 100 less than 500. For 70, we write L, X, X. It's 70. And for 8, we write 5, 1, 2, 3. Now, let us combine all the letters C, D, L, X, X, V, I. So the number that you see here, it is 478. Okay, now let us write number 6,591. Let us write 6,000 plus 500 plus 90 plus 1. For 6,000, we can write 5,000 and 1,000. For 500, we write D. For 90, we write C and X before. And for 1, we write I. Let us join them. We line on top M, D, X, C, and I. This is 6,591. So now let us change Roman numeral to our modern numerals. Here we see that we have X, L, I, and V. X is 10, L is 50. So 10 before 50, we know that this is 40. And here we have I before V. That makes 1 before 5. This is 4. So answer here is 44. In the second Roman numeral, we have D, X, C, I. We know that D, it stands for 500. X is 10 and C is 100. 10 before 100, it makes 90. And here we have I, and I. That makes 1, 1, 1. It is 3. So the answer here is 593. Very popular question and the most common mistake when people want to write 49 in Roman numerals. I will show you two main answers. Like some of them write it as X, L, and IX. And some of them write IL. Okay, let us see which of them is correct answer. As we discussed before, that when we change, important and main rule is when we change modern numeral to Roman numeral, we have to write it in expanded form, and separately we need to write 40 and 9. So as you understand, the first answer is correct, as this is separately 40 and this is 9. But some people think that it is 1 before L. L is 50 and 1 before 50 will be 49. Of course, it is not correct answer. Again, I want to mention that we have to separate our numbers as its values in expanded form, 40 and 9, and we have to write them, separate the 40 and separate the 9. And now I want one more time to mention that why nowadays we use our modern Roman numeral that is from 0, 1, 2, 3 till 9, but not Roman numerals. Like Roman numerals we can meet in some chapters, numbers, in some club faces, in our daily life sometimes we use, but they are not actual and actually mean, and we don't use them very often. I will tell you why. Why our modern system is very practical and very useful. Look, with only one digit 2, we can show 2, we can show 20, we can show 200, we can express 2,000, we can express 20,000, 2,200,000, and so on. So with only digit 2, just by changing its place, here 2 is on 1's place, here it is on 10's place, here it's on 100's place, here it is on 1,000's place, here 10,000's place. Just by changing the place of digit, we can change its value. But let us see, let us write all these numbers as Roman numerals. It is 2, it is 20, it is 200, it is 2,000. How to write 20,000? We will write 20 and line there, so it's 10,000 and 10,000, it will be 20,000. As we discussed before, that a line on top, it means 1,000 times more. As you see, guys, for 2 we use letters I, for 20 we use letter X, for 200 we use another letter for 2,000. So that is why Roman numerals, they are not practical in our nowadays, because just there we use a lot of letters. It's really sometimes very complicated to understand them, to remember them, and to write them. Like, again, one more time, I want to mention that if I have a number 347, just changing the place of 7, I can create another numbers. And here it is 7, here it is 70, here is 700. Only with one digit, just by changing the places, we can change its value. It's very important. About Roman numerals, we learn how to convert them to our modern numerals and vice versa. Important thing is just which letters we use in Roman numerals. I for 1, V for 5, X for 10, L for 50, C for 100, D for 500, M for 1,000, and we don't have special letter, just V and line on top that shows 1,000 times more, and it is 5,000. Okay, and another important thing, that when we change a number, modern number, like for example 347, if we want to change to Roman numerals, first of all we need to write it in its expanded form, like 347. For 300 we know that it stands CCC, for 40 it is XL, and for 7 it is 5 and 2, that makes C, 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 XL, we, and two Y's. As you see in Roman numerals, we use 3 digits only, but in Roman numerals to describe the same number we use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters. Modern numerals are practical and useful, and we use it in our daily life. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for taking active parts, liking the video, sharing them among your friends. Please ask your questions. You are more than welcome, and I will be happy and grateful to answer them and be helpful and useful for you.